Hello lovely people, and welcome back to a new reading. And today I'm gonna do Russel Brand because there are some new allegations against him and his alleged assaulting 4 women. So I read just one article and I saw that this is a big hype everywhere now. Everyone is talking about this. I don't know much about the case, what he's being accused of, but what I saw and what I'm seeing here in an article by the independent.co.uk is that there's an investigation that sheds light on the comedian's behavior during the height of his fame. The comedian and media personality has denied all the very serious allegations aimed at him, which date back to between 2006 and 2013. Alright, I think he already addressed this, so in a video, which I didn't see yet. I do like the guy, and it is very typical, in this cancel culture, that whenever someone is talking about the truth, they will try to portray them in a very bad light. Now, I want to be very objective when it comes to him. I personally like him. I like what he's talking about. I like the fact that he is a rebel and he's a very intelligent person, and I think he's a very elevated person as well. However, he might have a past that is not so bright, but who doesn't have? I mean, every spiritual awakening starts with the dark night of the soul, and you cannot experience the dark night of the soul unless you had quite a lot of crap in your life, to be fair. I did have as well. Okay, so let's check what is going on, but first I want to check his past. Okay, so let's check Russel Brand past, because I believe that he was part of a particular group of people, probably, but not necessarily. Let's see what is going on in the past. So Russel Brand in the past, like he's the ex-husband of Katy Perry. I mean, we all heard things about Katy Perry. Okay, so the past, 8 of Swords, we have 4 of Cups. He does have some addictions as well. Like he did have some addictions in the past, drug addictions, which he's talking about, or I'm not sure if it's alcohol or drugs or both. Okay, 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Strength. Yeah, I think he is talking very openly about his past and probably childhood trauma as well, but he's definitely having something to do with his childhood. 6 of Cups is holding on to the past. When it's reversed, is like this distorted nostalgia, kind of, or distorted vision and perception of the past, in a sense. And I believe what people are doing now and what the media is doing is they are taking the past, they are referring to the past, and they are using that against him, because at the very moment there's nothing much that they can use against him, right? We have the Lovers. Yeah, now this can talk about a marriage or relationship, like certain relationships with women that he had in the past, and probably multiple relationships as well. So that might be right, that he did have loads of affairs, loads of sexual relationship, whatever. Like, who doesn't have? I mean, not everybody has those things, in their youth, but many people did have that, and so what? Life is to experience. So as long as you are not causing any damage to anybody, then I don't see any problem with that. And there's nothing special about someone in their 20s, 30s, having that lifestyle, especially in the circle that he's in. Now, what I see, and I really want to be objective here, what I see is that there is a liberation from the environment. So there's a liberation from that circle, because there was, yes, a circle that was probably not very good for him, or that was probably one of those circles, those shadow circles, in a sense. We have Strength reversed as well, so that can talk about a self-sabotage in the past. It can also talk about sometimes abuse of power. So it is not excluded that he was abusing his power to a certain degree, but the question is, was he abusing his fame in that sense? Because these are, yes, very serious allegations. Okay, 4 of Cups talks about apathy and probably the result of the drug abuse or certain addictions in the past. And I also see that he has liberated himself from that past, because he was kind of blocked for a very long time, and bonded, I would say. It's almost like an energetic bondage. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, he was definitely in those circles because of fame, because of money, and something was assuring money, a lot of money. I mean, Ace of Pentacles is not necessarily a lot of money, but it's a promise of a good income, or it's a promise of something that is fulfilling as well with the Ace of Cups. So these are opportunities, and the promise is that things will take off very, very quickly with the Eight of Wands. Like, things will move very quickly. So the way I'm reading that is that if he is in certain circles, in certain groups, and he is doing what he's being told, then his fame will be ensured, and it will happen very quickly. So I'm not sure to what degree he was taking advantage of those opportunities. I'm not sure, but those opportunities were there. Okay, so these are opportunities, perhaps promises, but no guarantees. So that doesn't mean that he really chose that path. The Lovers can actually talk about the path that was chosen, or crossroads, or a decision that he needed to make a decision. Yeah. With the Page of Swords, he's a warrior, and I feel like he chose to be a warrior. And the Wheel of Fortune is talking about fated events. So this particular path was fated, and in order for him to get where he is right now, he needed to go through certain things. And it is not necessarily a bad thing that someone was part of those circles, because he's having a perspective and first-hand experience and perception about what is going on in those circles. And probably he's not talking about those things openly, but he has been through some conflict as well, some conflicting energies. Page of Pentacles is like laying down the foundations of a financial gain, and Knight of Pentacles. So he started off, I don't know how far he has gone with that. Yeah, Death is reversed. Interesting. Because with the Queen of Swords, which is reversed, definitely he's not talking about many things, probably. But I can completely understand him, why he's not talking. So I'm not judging him. Death is reversed, which is meaning that there was a particular transformation that didn't happen the way that it was supposed to happen. I mean, from a spiritual perspective, it did happen as it was supposed to happen, because everything is happening as it is supposed to happen. Otherwise, it would not happen. Okay? And I know that that is hard to grasp for many people, but even unpleasant things are happening because they are supposed to be happening. There's always a lesson. But anyways, what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Wands and Death reverse is that he relieved himself and liberated himself from loads of burdens, the burdens of the past. So he managed to do that. And with the Hermit, there's a spiritual path that is not easy. And we also have the Hanged Man, so that is victim mentality most of the time. And one's perception not changing for quite a long time, for a long period of time, having a distorted perception about certain things. So with the Hermit, he didn't choose an easy life. He didn't choose an easy path. I don't know about his family. I don't know where he's coming from, what his background is, but I can tell that he didn't choose an easy path, because the Hermit is always a quest for a personal truth, even if your environment is betraying you because of that or doesn't like it. So he kind of chose the path of loneliness in a sense, or solitude, not necessarily loneliness. The trials and tribulations of his life were necessary in order to acquire a certain level of wisdom, which he does have. He does have that wisdom. So I think we can all agree on that. Whoever is watching his videos, he does have a knowledge and he does have a wisdom as well. And he doesn't have only an intellectual understanding about certain things, but he does have the spiritual understanding as well. And he has the moral compass as well. Now with the death reversed, what I see is that he didn't choose a particular transformation. So something was... So he went quite far on his journey, but as I said, like, I don't see going very, very far. He went to a certain point with that journey, the dark journey, let's just say, I don't know, let's use that expression. But something happened on that dark journey that scared him. It scared him. Probably it was addiction, probably it was like an illumination. He started to see the truth. He started to see that things are not okay. And you know, when someone is managing to liberate themselves from addictions and from drugs as a result of this hermit kind of energy, they are no longer susceptible to those low vibrational frequencies. So they are no longer a vibrational match to those frequencies. And I feel like he changed gears, if that makes sense. Like, he didn't choose to go down that path. Okay, so definitely he liberated himself. I can tell that. Now again, I don't know what he has done, but we're gonna check that. Let's see. If the allegations are true, are the allegations true about Russel Brand? Are the allegations true about him? 8 of Swords. Are the allegations true? Okay, we have 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords, which can be the internet, communication, Knight of Cups, the Star, Temperance reversed, King of Pentacles. Now this is the King of Pentacles kind of energy, which can be his energy, that he became the King of Pentacles. To be fair, in the past he was really struggling with finding moderation in his life, probably when it came to abusing drugs and these kind of things. His lifestyle, like people that he spent time with, the way that he was living his life, things like that. That's why the Temperance is reversed. Now the Star is healing, so that was part of the healing process. He was definitely a charmer. Let me see. Okay, so I'm not saying that he is completely innocent, because he did have some shady stuff, like with women and with sex and these kind of things. 3 of Cups can talk about even threesomes, or it can talk about, you know, multiple women that he was having in his life. But with the Ace of Wands, which is reversed, I see like a false start, and the Ace of Wands can be a false evidence as well. So in this case, it can be false claims, and the Fool most of the time is this innocent energy. Okay, so that is making me feel like he is not an angel, but he's definitely not what he's being portrayed to be. So this can be kind of like a witch hunt sort of thing. Yeah, justice. This is not just, this is not fair. The World is reversed. Yeah, like they want to destroy his reputation with the World reversed. They wanted the world to turn against him. Like literally, they wanted the world to turn, and they want his word as well to turn. So he was definitely a charmer. He definitely liked women, I can tell. He was struggling with addictions, with drugs, stuff like that. But that was part of his healing journey, and he was kind of in the dark for a very long time at that time. So because first time this one was coming out reversed, this is meaning that this is where he was initially. This is where he was, and then he liberated himself. Now we are talking about that period when allegedly he did those horrible things, and this is upright. So he was really in a dark place for quite a long time. But the Ace of Wands is reversed, and that is talking about false evidence, and the Fool is telling me that he is innocent. This is an innocent energy, like someone that, you know, like having a lifestyle, doing what they are doing, but, and I'm not defending him, because as I said, like he's definitely, like he wasn't an angel back then. Three of Pentacles, obviously. My card of Masons. But this is also talking about job and work. And this is upside down, which is saying that they don't want him to continue his work, or they want to ruin his work. Okay, Two of Swords, blockages, is indecision. So I believe that now he will either become a controversial person, a controversial figure, and this will divide his audience in a sense, or he will become even more powerful, like either or. This is going two ways. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles again, but I can tell that he's overwhelmed. Yeah, like who wants these allegations? Yeah, he's kind of like heartbroken because of that. But this is also talking about him chasing what he's believing in, the sun, you know. Queen of Wands, this can talk about the energy of particular women, or women that are accusing him. I don't know, those women are accusing him, or where the information was coming from, but he was definitely breaking a few hearts, that's 100% sure, in the past. Like that's why I'm saying, like, he's not an angel. I mean, he wasn't an angel. Okay, we are talking about his past. I also feel like he was having problems with his temper in the past. So certain things might be true, maybe not rape, but yeah, I can tell that he was losing his temper. He used to lose his temper, and that was because of drugs, probably because of yeah, he was in a very low vibration back then, and in a very dark place as well. Okay, let me see what my magic box is saying. So Russel brand, what is that? You can say spirit. So there's something in the story. There's something, because there's no smoke, if there's no fire, but maybe not in the way that is being presented. Occult, yeah, he was in those circles, unfortunately. Sacrifice, wow. Winter. Understanding. I feel like he has now an understanding about, he does have an understanding about what is going on in those circles. Also, because we have the occult and sacrifice, the allegations might not be true, and or might be coming from occult forces, because I had the card of, my card of Masons. This one wanted to come out as well. News, yeah. Mainstream media, of course. Change, pause. Yeah, we have winter and pause. They want to pause him. Time. Why are they accusing him? I mean, I think it's quite, because it's almost like a witch hunt, this thing. Why are they accusing him? Focused. The word is too focused, way too focused on him. Suffocated. Like that's kind of that energy, you know. Money. He was part of some shady stuff, fears. But there's also a lot of fear around him becoming too powerful, and him having, you know, a very big audience, because he does have, I think he has around like 6 million subscribers on YouTube as well. So he is a very important public figure now, and whatever he's saying is very important. But they're not terminating his channel on YouTube. So there's something about that. Why they are not? I mean, they don't have enough reasons maybe to do that, because his videos are not going against the policies of YouTube. But we have seen channels terminated for, you know, similar reasons, like similar channels to him were terminated. So my question is, how come that they are not terminating his channel? Why they are not terminating his channel? Let me ask. What is the reason behind that? Earth. Illusion. Structure, light. Roadblocks. Now, this is very hard for me to understand now, because many people are accusing him, I mean mainstream media, of conspiracy theories, and he's a conspiracy theorist. They want to keep the channel because it's, why? What is this illusion? Because you might say that he's maybe controlled opposition, but I mean, like he's like, his work is very, very important, I think, for humanity right now. So I wouldn't say that he is like controlled opposition, maybe to a certain degree, but to a certain degree we all are controlled opposition, myself as well. Legacy, voice, legacy, a new way, manifestation. Yeah, he definitely is bringing a new way. His voice is very important, and he's very funny as well. He is funny. I mean, he's a comedian. And we have friends, so he might have some friends and some connections with people on YouTube. I mean, those circles, and he might have a connection still with that side as well. But he's using his connection for constructive purposes more than destructive purposes. Anyways, I will let you draw your own conclusions. In my opinion, this smells like a witch hunt, but I'm not saying that there's no truth whatsoever in what is happening. He did have problems with drugs in the past and with addictions, and then also I can see that he was having problems with his temper in those moments, and he was in a very dark place. So that is why I'm saying that he wasn't an angel. Yet I don't see that all the things that he's being accused of are true, because we have justice reversed, and that is talking about an unfair approach, okay, and maybe portraying someone in a bad light in order to achieve certain things. Okay guys, so if this resonated, then please give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't done it yet. Also, please share this video, because that would help the algorithm immensely, and this way you will support my work. If you want to book a personal reading, there's information about that in the description box, or you can just send me an email and questions. If you want to support my work, then you can buy me a coffee, or any donation is received with the greatest gratitude. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Take care, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.